Hi, Terry Lovelies, Lenormand Lovelies today, as it's First Impressions Friday on my channel, which means I have got a new deck to share with you, and there are two versions of this gorgeous deck. I already know what some of it looks like because I basically begged Tony Poole from the Card Geek to send me over a copy, and she sent me both the light and dark versions of Polly's Sunset Lenormand. I'm going to actually do the same thing that I did with the Lily White and Black. I'm going to open up both of them at the same time and show you the differences so you can see both of these Lenormand decks. My Lenormand or Lenormand, I'm probably butchering that, has been growing in regards to my collection and with working with the likes of Tony for 2 years and also working and doing workshops with Rana George. So I'm really excited to, well, I also teach it myself, but it's been great to get other people in. I've got Caitlin Matthews' work, for example, as well as my own. So I'm rambling a little bit, but I get very excited. It's like Christmas. I'm very much a gift person and very much a cartomancy lover. So we're going to swap over cameras and take a look at the Polly's Sunset Lenormand from the Card Geek, the light and dark version. I don't actually know which one is which. I have a feeling this is the dark version and that's the light version, just from the look of the box itself. Let's go and check out the cards. Okay, so now we're going to go through the Sunset Lenormand. We got Lenormand Sunset and Polly's Sunset Lenormand. These are by the Card Geek, and there's two versions. So I'm going to take them both out of the box and do a comparison so that we can see both in action. And I'll have a looky-loo at what we have in here. So the backs look like they're the same. Don't think there's any difference in the backs. It's lovely linen cardstock. Oh, so now I'm seeing. Okay, how am I going to do this? Okay, so we have the rider. So one is a lot more peach colored at the top and darker with a darker outline, and then the one on our right is lighter. The clover. I really like the darker version, I think, but they're so beautiful. This color palette is everything. So as you can see, these are borderless, which is fantastic for Lenormand because when you're reading Lenormand cards or Lenormand cards, the story is continuous, and then it's depending on where things are placed in the layout of the grand tableau or whichever card you've activated. So having a borderless card is really, really key, I feel, to having a good Lenormand experience. Although like Caitlin Matthews has borders, but they're really intricate and beautiful. Then we have the association of which traditional playing card these are connected to. So we have the ship, the house, beautiful looking house. I'm sure it'd probably be the creepy house that everyone, stays away from. The tree. I adore this color palette. The cloud, so that looks very, very similar, like as in not too much difference there. I all but begged Tony from Card Geek for these cards. The snake. Oh, see, that one is like gorgeous. They're both so stunning. If you got either of these, you'd be absolutely laughing. The coffin. Some cards are quite different and others have a very small difference. The bouquet. Number 10, the Scythe. There's a mean Scythe. It looks like it's come out of a video game, and I know that Tony games, and it's one of the things we bonded over. So I love that Scythe. 11, the Whip. These are so beautiful. So with Lenormand, if this is the first time you've actually ever been introduced to a Lenormand or a Lenormand, I'm saying like super Australian, the symbols are meant to be the thing that stands out. So birds, it's very literal in that way. Birds are birds. It's not like the tarot, even though I believe the tarot should probably have what it is on there. Like, it kind of weirds me out when it doesn't. But the tarot has more, you can put different layers, whereas the Lenormand is meant to be fast, furious, and literal. And that's what I love about it, the child. These cosmic sunset, beautiful, like I could bathe in this color palette for the rest of my life and be happy. The fox. And Lenormand is meant to be read for fortune telling. The bear.
The bear.
I always want to say bear like that. I don't know why, but I do.
I'm a bear. I'm a big brown bear.
Which you would not want to. That is a grizzly because of the hump on the back of the neck there. And if you're watching this before August, end of August 2019, Tony is teaching Lenormand from scratch at Tarot Summer School. The star, that's gorgeous. These are so pretty. I can't wait to use them. The stork. The woofer, the dog. The tower. Oh, that's so beautiful. The garden. I don't know what it is about these colors. I mean, purple is my favorite color, and then turquoise and magenta. So I am a Orosoma consultant. I've done all my training, and when you pick bottles over and over again with Orosoma, I kept picking the purples and the blues and the turquoises and the magenta and the hot pinks, and that was very much my soul code. The crossroads. So I'm really drawn to this deck because it's just all my favorite colors. Mice. Heart. Ring. Book. Letter. Man. The silhouettes are really cool. Lady with the cosmos in the background there. Lilies. The sun. The moon. And the sun and the moon are in tarot, whereas the sun and the moon in Lenormand have a different meaning. The keys, so it is its own complete system. I love this card, the fish, prosperity and wealth. The anchor. And the cross. So we have the traditional 36 cards in this deck, and there's no guidebook. You would, for either of them, you would have to work with a book or a course or a separate guidebook. There are a number of books like Rana George's Essentials. Caitlin Matthews has written one that I quite like. So what I'm going to do is, I mean, these are going to, they're poker size. Tarot, there's another one of the difference between tarot and Lenormand. This is meant to be read in a way where you lay out a number of cards and then the grand tableau is all of them.
So you want to be able to do that with the cards and have space on your table. So they shuffle really lovely. They've got beautiful cardstock. Like I said, it's like that linen cardstock that's going to hold up 330. That's going to hold up to quite a lot of beating, shuffling, which is, so you can see that the grain in there, which is what I do. I'm quite a brute with my decks. They're there to work. We're here to work. You can give me paper cuts as long as, I've got no problem with that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to find the la 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 la. Okay, so I was just looking for a card. So I'm gonna do a quick little example reading. So the tree, which is a card of health and, long-term projects and things like that, which is like tending our bodies. And so I'm gonna activate this. So this would be the card that I activate in a reading, and I would say, I want to know what I need to do to take care of my body. You would shuffle it back into the deck as many times as you feel. This is just one way, by the way, of reading Lenormand. You can read it in a number of ways. They are always meant to be read faced up. I have a whole bunch of Lenormand videos on my YouTube channel, and I know Kelly from The Truth and Story does as well. There's lots of resources, and as I said, there's the course at Tarot Summer School. And then you would cut the deck, and you'd flip until you get. See how these are all upside down? You would turn them around, but we're looking for the tree. Tree. Okay, so I want that rider, and I want the heart. So I'm going to do 2 on either side, and then I'm going to look at what's on the bottom as to what's the furthest away. So we have the heart, the rider, so this, then the tree, so that's the card that we activated, then the child, and then the bouquet. So all of these, and then we're going to look at the bottom. Whoop, the stalk. So definitely don't have another baby. So here it's very interesting. It's like this is, I'm just doing a sample reading, so it's not anything specific. But if it was like, what can I do to best take care of my health? I would start here. That's where our activated card is. So we would read it like this way from left to right. The heart and the rider. So the heart is love and commitment and doing things in which you love, like it's love. So the heart, and then the rider is news coming from afar, travel, and then this is being with health, and then child, and then the bouquet. The child, if you have a kid, like I have a kid, I also have a new puppy, and the bouquet is like a gift and recognition and people. So it's like, for me, this reads like, take care of your heart and your cardio by getting out and being active and traveling more and doing more with your physical body. That's going to take care of your health. Involve your child in your lifestyle changes, and celebrate your wins and looking at things doing consistently, and even maybe getting some community help. And then the stalk I pulled, which is the last card in the deck, and that's what is the furthest away from me. And the stalk in this instance for me speaks about how how I'm done having babies. So this person's done having babies. I guess I made it about me, so why not? I'm done having babies, so now it's time to really take care of being healthy in my body. And so that's a way to read the cards. So beautiful, beautiful set here by the Card Geek. I will pop a link, as always, in the description below as to where you can get this deck, support her work, and if you've been drawn to it, thank you so much, as always, for watching, and I'll see you next time.